Most people play Minecraft by reacting. They see a problem, and then they deal with it. Mumbo doesn't really do that. When he's building something or making a decision, he's usually not thinking about what's happening right now. He's thinking about what's going to happen next, and then what happens after that. That's why he almost never looks surprised. Hermitcraft is full of skilled players. Everyone there is good at something, so skill alone doesn't really explain why some players stay consistent for so long. With Mumbo, it comes down to how he thinks. He doesn't ask, is this going to work? He asks, what happens if this doesn't work? That sounds like a small difference, but it changes everything. Instead of building something that only works when everything goes perfectly, he builds things that still function when something goes wrong. Most players fix problems after they happen. Mumbo tries to make sure those problems don't matter in the first place, and because of that, he's rarely in a rush. He's not slow. He's just patient. In long-running worlds like Hermitcraft, rushing is usually what causes mistakes. You push an idea too early, something breaks, and suddenly you're stuck recovering instead of moving forward. Mumbo seems to understand that timing is part of intelligence. Sometimes the smartest move is doing nothing yet. Another thing that stands out is how he treats failure. A lot of players plan for success. They imagine everything going right. Mumbo assumes something will break, not in a pessimistic way, just realistically. He expects systems to fail, so when they do, it's not a shock. He already knows what the next step is. That's why when something goes wrong, he stays calm. There's no panic because there's no surprise, and over time, that calm adds up. Hermitcraft doesn't reward flashy decisions for very long. It rewards players who last. The ones who survive season after season are usually the ones who think long term. They're not just playing for the next moment. They're playing for the next phase of the game. Mumbo does that constantly, even when it's not obvious. Thinking 2 steps ahead isn't something people notice right away. There's no big moment where it stands out. But over time, you start to see the pattern. Fewer mistakes, less scrambling to fix things, more control over situations that catch other players off guard. That's the real advantage. Mumbo isn't always the most aggressive player. He's not always the fastest or the flashiest, but he almost never gets cornered. Because while most players are focused on what they need to do next, he's already prepared for what comes after. And that's why, in a game full of talented people, he still manages to stay one step ahead.